Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose. Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady! You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish it.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt!
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection! I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor! Green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor! It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sieur de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Where would you like to be?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
To my help, and death to the others! The merchant is there.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to... In fact, I've already had a word with...
They're asking that we pay again.
It's just that the price has gone up, see?
This is inadmissible.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment.
That's right. He told me that they're attendant, and so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder...
Why don't we go and solicit others?
When we've already paid for the If these thieves agree to reimburse the... Do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them.
This whole story sounds suspicious. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding, nor if...
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness.
I don't think you understand who you... Lady de Sardet. During our conversation, you explained to me that That's regrettable. You know as well as I that the congregation...
But I'm only...
That's a shame. I order you to return the gun... Unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that...
As you request, my lady.
Now that's a...
Thank you. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Come and taste my saber.
Death to the others!
Come and taste my saber.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you're about to discover could save...
Are your boots, Wall Crew? Is your hat out of... Welcome, it's such a... Have you seen anything to your liking? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Lady de Sardet, I presume. Captain, you set sail?
Yes.
Excellent news.
Blast me,
The commander was quite...
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained, but the Port Authority formalities, and we've already lost...
Are you blatantly asking us to smile?
I would never ask you to...
Ah, but you don't...
Well, now, if he finds... But this car...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience.
Selection. Whatever you need, come to me.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little...
We're short a crew member. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present him.
Is he an important member?
We don't need him for sailing.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fan. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, I would like to set sail with it.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days. It wasn't out of the ordinary, but the day of departure...
Does the boy know anyone?
Other than Feller? I don't think so.
Does the boy know anyone?
Other than Feller? I don't think.
This Jonas?
In tradition, we are all...
Might I have a word?
As you wish.
You haven't heard anything. To be honest, we were hoping...
Did you say he was intending on celebrating? My men spoke of a rather animated party.
That isn't the safest place in this...
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
I have a favor to ask.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some...
Impossible. All merchandise must be so.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
Hellfire. If that shipment...
Captain.
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a hound. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the map. Sorry, but your crates are gonna...
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my head.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. Could you tell me...
We are...
Thanks to your
Our magic. As for your others, our sea. It's how the guild is...
Could you tell me...
It is a native. I've also heard, but I wouldn't know it.
What do you...
You refer... Thanks to your certain... It's a good port.
Be back soon, Captain.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you...
I always do.
I hope to have kept you good company.
And these memories I hold dear. But I had to watch over you.
What about now?
Now? Anything else?
I must leave you.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way...
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs. Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless... Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously.
When did you last...
2 days.
Did anything...
Maybe a
Why would that be?
Why? I haven't...
What does Jonas...
He just had... When evening...
Did he ever have...
Never.
Does he know?
No one.
Do you think...
I wouldn't think...
I don't know.
No.
And you don't believe...
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong. He's like... The itch for a drink gets... Here! Yes, I call back to him. As...
What do you think about...
He's a damn good... He knows his craft well.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year.
I need to be going. Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing...
Talking about Joe, but like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds.
Were you a witness?
Yes, I was. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking, and then when we left, him and I, Flavia left. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone.
Why didn't you
I tried to, believe...
Did you report this to...
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even the captain. No, not telling.
Did Jonas...
Maybe.
Do you know what was...
No.
Why would anyone want to snatch a meal?
How would I know?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a... Did anyone else see?
There was still a small crowd in it. I seem to recall that regular being there. Kind of fellow who plays for now and again. He comes out. When nature calls, you know.
What do you think?
He's a just man. Who knows his not. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for lad.
Thank you, Lauro.
Strange story, this.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for my...
There was indeed...
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes.
I don't believe it. Of course, see, I hope you've come to reimburse me.
What?
A good half of my furniture was broken.
Let me take a look.
If you can fix it...
That's not a small sum.
Oh, the father is for...
I am looking for...
A note, you say? That's...
According to one of his fellows.
A kidnapping. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about...
I see. And
Where might I find...
Here. Anything else?
How is...
Let's pick it. The Malik. The epidemic. Now that we...
Has the Malik...
People... And then people was... I also... Yeah, but that's not...
With all these...
Right. They say that man... Treasure abound? Last... Ah, but you know the kind.
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Who are you?
No, have no fear. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared. A young cabin boy.
Yes, that does...
What can you tell?
He seemed rather nervous, and he must have been right to be nervous.
Tell me what happened.
A rich merchant, the kind of man you can round. They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a brew, and I think I might well have seen those same men. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him.
Who was...
No, my lady. You were in luck. It was Sir Font.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy...
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word.
He is absent, but the... Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. And to what do I owe the...
I would like to have a word.
He is not here.
It concerns a delicate... According to witnesses, he
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but...
Don't you see, Your Excellency?
I am very surprised. And that his men escorted him from the tavern using force.
Witnesses? In a tavern?
These witnesses are all in agreement.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they...
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal...
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes. This horrible, constant ransoming that they... You will have no trouble verifying the detail.
Where might I find your...
I cannot say, Excellency. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Captain, milady. We were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet.
Don't you be worrying.
The warehouse is at the end to the...
Move out. Quick steps.
But I still...
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so.
What will be your...
Come now, don't be ridiculous. But His Highness has... I am therefore, but also your help.
It's always a... I need to be leaving.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear. I will bring him.
I'm still without news of Mike.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the...
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up.
A contract?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the... In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man ever since, he's been a naught. Our ships are his...
Could you tell me a little...
We are
Thanks to your
Our magic. As for your others, it's how the guild is...
Could you tell me...
It is a The natives, they were very friendly. I've also heard that, but I wouldn't know what else.
What do you think of...
You referring to this one? Thanks to your... Certain... It's a good...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He...
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. She told me a strange story about... She said that he was taken when he was a...
Who was a cabin boy? Do you...
They took him back to...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all... Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain... Children born on their ships belong to them. But certain contracts are so important that from time to time the congregation has passed such accord.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child. And regret what counts most is that breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us. This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
boat, swarm crew! Is your hat out of style?
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing?
I have come looking for your son.
Those Nauts took him from us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have? You've taken your son against his will. Is that what you call me?
As if you would know what it is like to be a... You are far too young.
I looked into the contract. It was indeed you who ceded your son.
It is so.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking...
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nauts.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role.
You wouldn't dare.
You were not leaving me with a
Very well. Take the key and take him away.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. Your captain has said...
And were you able to convince my...
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for my mother.
You don't seem to be all that close.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. They find me, capture... My family is the Nauts. I am...
Yes. You should still... It's not possible just now.
Selection, whatever you need to be celebrated.
Madam, you still haven't...
Have no fear.
My cabin...
You do.
All we can do is plot a course. I do thank you. Your action has bring...
Be back soon, Captain.
Well then.
No.
In that case...
Here you are.
Excellent. Dangerous.
What kind?
Several. In any case, if you were set on recovering your...
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you're about to discover could save your life.
Your Excellency.
Lady I have been told that you were named legate. Those are great responsibilities for some, but you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, My cousin...
I had no idea. Well, then, that is a pit. Please convey to your cousin...
You seem
a rather
Do people actually...
Alas, yes. This, as you can well imagine... In any...
I shall see what I can do. But make no promises.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased the man operates in the city.
Would you be so kind as to...
With pleasure. The Alliance, the greatest of us, but our ancestors, and of course, today, each day...
Could you give me your understanding?
Our relations, the exchanges, I will not hide, but your it is by all...
The Bridge Alliance.
It is true. Alas, it is a luxury. The vegetation we discovered, some are savage and crude people also. But you shall discover all...
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to but that's the way of the world.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their direct conflicts are in...
I need to be going.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I have come to inform you that my
Ah, yes. Allow me to...
You are correct, Excellency.
It is a station. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with. I only...
Really?
To be entirely honest with you,
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care...
Very well. We know that your uncle tolerates the present, but these particular non-believers threaten the... We would consider it a tremendous fate.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments.
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but
I see. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be... I'll look into this and see... Could you tell me any... I've heard say...
Ah, the Lord... But they're...
I must be